This is the most dangerous and powerful point in the world. Controlling this small area of just 30 miles means controlling the entire world, and blocking it means destroying the whole world. This point is called the Strait of Hormuz. Straits are actually narrow stretches of sea that connect two large oceans. But what are the characteristics of this small ocean area that make it so powerful and important? 70% of our land is covered by oceans, and 80% of the world's trade is carried through the oceans. Around 50,000 ships are crossing these seas every time. But unfortunately, crossing these seas is not an easy task. Due to the natural geography, there are straits in these seas which, if blocked for any reason, can destroy the entire world economy. A similar incident was witnessed in March 2021 when a cargo ship was stuck in the Suez Canal for 6 days. The world had to suffer a loss of $10 billion due to the ship being stuck. Another interesting video can be made on how this cargo ship got stuck in the Suez Canal and how it was pulled out after 6 days of hard work. If you are interested in watching that video, please comment. Well, back to our video. Apart from this strait, there are many other points in the world, such as the Panama Canal, which controls trade between the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, Strait of Gibraltar, which controls the beach trade of the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. Cape of Good Hope controls the trade of the whole of Africa. Strait of Malacca, which controls the Indian Ocean and Pacific trade. And there are other such points in the world. But among all these points, none is more dangerous than the Strait of Hormuz. The reason is that it is the only way to control the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. And this is the point through which ships travel around the world. The Persian Gulf is a very important point because 8 countries share their coastline with it, including Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, and Oman. For 4 of these countries, the only way to connect with the rest of the world is through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, if you know even a little bit about the Middle East, then you must know that the hallmark of the Middle East is its oil. This oil is still our world's biggest energy source. 33% of the world's energy consumption is from oil, be it through transport or power plants generating electricity. All these sectors consume 70% of oil. This oil is found in very few places all over the world. And these 8 countries have 50% of the world's oil reserves. Also, 8 countries have 40% of the world's natural gas reserves. Natural gas is the world's 3rd largest energy source after oil and coal. According to British Petroleum, Iran has the largest gas reserves in the world. Because of this, 15% of the world's energy supply comes from the Gulf countries, and currently, there is no other alternative for this supply. But going through this 30-mile area is not that easy. First of all, there are 8 islands that every seafarer has to avoid, and these 7 out of 8 islands are under the control of Iran. 3 islands wanted to be controlled by the UAE, but in 1970, Iran's military captured them too. That means Iran has almost control over this entire area. Second, the red highlighted area you see here is extremely profound. It is almost impossible for oil tankers to pass through here. After all these difficulties, most of the oil coming out of the Persian Gulf goes to East Asia, of which 76% goes to only 5 countries. Among these 5 countries, China comes first. China is the 2nd largest economy in the world. It is the largest petroleum importing country in the world. About 45% of China's total petroleum imports come through the Strait of Hormuz. In 2nd place, Japan is the 4th largest economy in the world and has to import 100% of its energy. And of this 100% energy import, about 80% arrives here through the Strait of Hormuz. In 3rd place, India, which is the 5th largest economy in the world, also imports 75% of its oil and 50% of its gas from the Persian Gulf countries. And this import also goes through the same route. Similarly, South Korea, which is the 14th largest economy in the world, imports 70% of its oil from Persian Gulf countries through tankers. These tankers also pass through the Strait of Hormuz. So, if this little 30-mile area is blocked for a long time, the world's 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 14th largest economies will completely collapse. Similarly, these 8 Persian Gulf countries' sources of income will cease to exist, resulting in a great economic crisis in the whole world. Therefore, this point is the most dangerous and important strait in the world. And for this reason, all the superpower countries of the world have a close eye on this strait. That is why America has built dozens of military bases in UAE, Oman, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Bahrain, so that they can keep an eye on Iran and ensure a smooth supply of oil. On the other hand, Iran has already threatened to block the strait several times in case of any war. If this happens, not only will the global economy be destroyed, but it is quite possible that World War III will also start. Hope you will like and share this video. Waiting for your comments, share some informative knowledge in the comments section. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.